Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. We have a very, very exciting, important, and powerful day in front of us. The day of Shabbos Bereshis, the Shabbos right after Simchas Torah, the first Shabbos since we celebrated the holiday of Simchas Torah, Shmini Atzeres, and Hoshana Rabbah. Very, very powerful week. And we learn, the Rebbe explains that Shabbos elevates the entire week. Everything we went through on the week is elevated and brought to infinitely greater heights on Shabbos. So we have a very powerful day, a day to elevate our entire week, a week filled with holidays, a week filled with godly revelations, and we're about to get even higher. It's a great opportunity to, reflect, connect with the Almighty, take upon ourselves other good deeds we would like to do, reflect on how we can reconnect ourselves with a greater intensity to the Almighty, to Hashem. Learn that the Rebbe explains that this day is about connecting to the level of Tainug, that we elevate everything that we went through to the level of Tainug. Tainug is the highest level of the soul, the highest, faculty of the soul, the highest ability of the soul, the highest experience, highest level of, attribute of the soul is Tainug, which means pleasure beyond reasoning. In life we could have a lower level of pleasure that is caused by a certain reason, but the highest spiritual pleasure is called Tainug Atzmi, which is connected to the Jewish person's connection to Hashem, which actually even transcends the level of Torah, and that is how we can actually give life to the Torah. The Rebbe explains that our lower part of the soul, what is higher, the soul or the Jewish person? And the soul, because sometimes it says we were created prior to the Torah, sometimes it says the Torah is above us. But what it means, the Rebbe explains, is the lower part of our soul and our body is lower than the Torah. It needs the Torah to reach greater heights. But the higher part of our soul is infinite and beyond even the Torah. And when we learn Torah, we connect our lower part of our soul with our higher part of the soul, and we actually give life to the Torah. So now is a tremendous opportunity to involve ourselves and to connect to the level of Tainug Atzmi, which the Rebbe explains. And also the Rabbi Ashlag explains in Samech Vov that this level of internal and essential pleasure beyond reasoning, is a level of godly light that is going to be revealed in the days of Moshiach. By learning about it, we can tap into it and get a glimpse into it now, and really get excited for the coming of Moshiach, where we're going to experience a pleasure beyond reasoning. Normally, we're used to experiencing pleasure because of what we experience, and our experience can cause us to feel pleasure. But imagine the pleasure being the pleasure, the source of the pleasure itself, meaning experiencing pleasure beyond reasoning, and the pleasure causes even more pleasure because of the pleasure itself. It's like an exponential growth. That is a level of divine light that is waiting for us in the days of Moshiach. One more mitzvah that we do can bring the days of Moshiach. May Hashem bless you all. Let's tap into this day. And I want to mention that if you're not Jewish, you have an opportunity to fulfill the 7 laws of Noach, to be a righteous Gentile who has a needed, urgent spot in the world to come. That the coming of Moshiach is not just for the Jewish people, it's also for the righteous Gentiles. We've had Jewish kings before, but the Moshiach will be king over the entire world, and he will reveal the kingdom of David to the world. And we know that when the Moshiach arrives, the whole world will recognize Hashem to be one, and his name is one. And we need the righteous Gentiles to grow, to spread forth that a prophecy from the book of from the Tanach, from the Holy Tanach, from the book of prophets, of Nevi'im, where we learn that how will we know that the Moshiach is about to arrive? When 10 non-Jewish people grab the shirt of a Jewish person and say, hey, and the tzitzis actually will learn, and they're going to say, hey, I heard that Hashem is with you, please take me with you. Look no further than the Torah channel. We see so many righteous Gentiles. May they spread forth and grow. And as a Jewish person, since we're so aware of the 7 laws, because it's being taught to us, we have a responsibility to share it with the righteous Gentiles. Also, the righteous Gentiles have a responsibility to share it with their fellows. And let's all together experience the coming of Moshiach, where Hashem's name will be one. Where Hashem will be one, and his name is one. What does it mean that Hashem will be king over the entire world? And on that day, his name will be one. He will be one, his name will be one. Isn't Hashem king right now? The answer is we need to crown Hashem. Hashem is king, of course, but it has to be revealed. It's on us to reveal it, and at times it can seem hidden within the world. So it's our duty to reveal this to the entire world. Let's tap into this idea. And the Rebbe explains that how do we do this? We have to have renewed pleasure in our Torah learning. When we learn Torah, when we connect to Hashem, we have to tap into the pleasure within it. We have to experience pleasure by serving God, the highest level of pleasure. May Hashem bless you all. May we experience this today. Please share this message.